Hello you guys, it's Shaina Marie again. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a Vinyasa style yoga flow. So this is kind of like a good morning flow. We're going to kind of hit all of the areas. We are doing a bit more opening of the shoulders today and some back bending, so be prepared for that. Other than that, we do have a few sections where we are maybe hopping or practicing our handstands a little bit. So if you are into that and you really want to get into it, grab a wall if you're not there yet, right? So try to be near a wall so that you can practice a little bit when those sections do come up. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking. So grab a block today if you have one. If you don't have one, totally fine. You can do without, but we will be using it for the first section of class. Other than that, let's begin. All right, so today we are going to start in the center of our mats. Just taking a nice easy seat, whatever feels comfortable for you today. If you want to go into hero's pose or just any seat that feels comfortable, feel free. But I want you to ground your sit bones deep into your mat and then just sit your spine up tall. Let's draw the shoulders away from the ears, relaxing them, letting them melt down. Wiggling the elbows a little bit, just kind of loosening them up, letting them drop. Bringing the hands to the knees or upper thighs, wherever they feel comfortable today. And if you can here, close the eyes. Imagine your spine getting taller, the crown of your head just kind of reaching for the ceiling. And take a nice strong breath in, puff your belly out, and fill up your lungs nice and deep. On your exhale, draw it in, exhaust your breath, and pull your belly button towards your spine, completely exhausting that breath. Again, inhale to fill up. This time on your exhale, I want you to feel the air going through your throat, pressing into the back of it, keeping that locked action. Another breath in. Feel the air flowing in, touching the back of the throat. And exhale it out. Nice and slow. Keep taking those nice, deep, nourishing breaths. Just kind of waking up your body, feeling a little movement this morning or afternoon, whenever you're doing this flow. Just drawing in all of the good energy. And imagining yourself with each exhale, just letting go of any heaviness, any tension, any stress that's holding on to you today. We don't need any of that for this practice. Just imagine yourself kind of tossing it off to the side, letting go of anything that may inhibit you from completely being absorbed in your practice today. Cultivating a space for yourself to recharge and regain some of that good energy, just letting a good mind flow come through. Let's do a few more inhales here. Feel that breath come in, and it's slowly coming out, pressing into the back of the throat with that breath. Locking the throat. And again, exhale it out. Let's do one more breath. Are you feeling calmer? More collected here. And slowly just flutter your eyes open, feeling stillness for a moment. And as you're ready, slowly crawl yourself forward, coming to a tabletop pose. Now, if you have a block, I want you to take your block and bring it towards you. If you don't have a block, you're going to do this just on the ground. And then on that block, I want you to take both elbows onto the far edges of the block. And then just let your head come through your arms. If you have two blocks, that also works. Press your palms together and take them behind your head. Okay, so you're opening up that chest. And then just keep your hips right over your knees. Let your chest fall towards the floor, okay? Open up those shoulder blades. If this is extra tight on you with that block, remove the block and just come down to your mat, okay? Take a few breaths here. Let that chest sink. Let go of the belly, completely opening up the shoulders today. If you have a little extra space, I want you to press your elbows into the block and then draw yourself backwards a little bit, keeping those elbows right where they are. So you're kind of opening up that whole front body, and then sink a little deeper into it. Take a few breaths. Settling here. And slowly, let's come up. Remove the block. Fix your hair. Just kidding. Whatever you gotta do. And then we're just gonna sink back to a nice, easy child's pose. Let your head fall. Let your butt come to your heels. Stretching those arms forward and just feeling a sense of grounding right here. Just remembering that if your practice ever feels like it's too much, or you feel that you need a second just to recharge, you can always come back to child's pose right here. Get that sense of grounding again, and then meet us when you're ready. Slowly rock yourself up to a tabletop pose. Let's take a big cat-cow here. Inhaling, lift your chest, pull your shoulder blades back, and let your belly dip towards the earth. Exhale, press the ground away, puff your shoulders up, and tuck that chin under, rounding the spine. Again, inhale, full breath, draw the shoulders back, gaze forward. Exhaling, rounding the spine, tuck your chin, press the ground away, protracting the shoulders like there's a big balloon in between them. Let's take a few more of those on your own. Inhale, fill up. Exhale to round, feeling breath with movement here. If you need a little extra, maybe a sway to the hips or a massaging of the wrists, feel free to do that now. Giving yourself your own unique and creative space today. And then taking your hands a big step forward. Let's curl the toes under and lift the hips up and back to a downward facing dog position. In your first down dog, maybe this is your first down dog of today, I want you to spread your fingertips nice and wide and then just rotate your inner elbows forward, the eye of your elbow forward. Pull your shoulder blades apart and then press the palms down to lengthen the sides of your arms a little more. A slight bend to the knees is fine here. Lift your hip bones high up into the sky and then draw your ribs in. So we're not flailing the belly out. We're going to draw the ribs in, making it a nice strong down dog. Maybe a cycle to the legs to warm up the hamstrings if that feels nice. Keep taking those long breaths in and out, just keeping yourself nice and slow and steady and controlled today. Slowly bringing yourself back through center. Take a nice breath in, rise to your toes, gaze forward in between your thumbs. Exhaling, step or flip to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest halfway, find length here. Exhale, fold it in, release. Drop the head, drop the neck. Inhale, fingertips to sky, root down into the feet. Exhaling, press the palms together, returning at your center, grounding here. Deep inhale, stretch up, look up. Exhale, fold forward over those hip creases, let it go. Breathe in, lift halfway, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, fold it forward, release. Drop that neck. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, fingertips to sky, reach tall. Exhaling, pull hands through heart, ground at your center here. Inhale, fingertips round up and reach. Exhale, fold forward over those hip creases, let it go. Breathe in, lift halfway, find length. Exhaling, step your right foot back. Lower the knee to the earth. Inhale, fingertips to sky, reach tall. Draw that left hip back, take a breath here. Exhale, clasp hands behind the back. Draw knuckles down, heart opens. You can lean into that right thigh and take a big breath here. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to plank pose. Drag your heart forward and slow lower all the way to the ground. Clasp your hands behind your back. Draw knuckles down. Inhale, lift chest, arms, legs up. Shavasana with a bind. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Plant your palms, curl toes. Press yourself up and back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, stretch the right leg back long. Exhaling, bend your knee, open your hip, gaze under that right arm. Inhale, turn back through center, thigh bone faces down. Exhaling, pull the knee towards your heart. Step lightly forward. Lower your back knee, breathe in, fingertips to sky, low lunge. Exhaling, clasp the hands, draw your knuckles down, lunging into that left knee, open your heart, breathe here. Exhale, fingertips come to earth. Curl your back toes under, and we're going to lift that back leg up, stepping forward and folding forward at the top of your mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, empty, fold it in, release. Breathe in, fingertips reach, grow tall. Exhaling, pull hands through heart, grounding at your center here. Deep inhale, fingertips stretch up. Exhaling, fold forward, soften those hip creases. Breathe in, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step your left foot back. Tap your back knee down. Inhale, fingertips to sky, low lunge. Exhaling, clasp hands behind the back. Draw knuckles down and lean into that left leg. Heart opens, breathe in. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to plank pose. Draw your chest forward and slowly lower all the way to the earth. Clasp hands behind the back. Draw knuckles down. Inhale, lift chest, arms, legs up. Shavasana, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Curl toes under, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, stretch the left leg back long. Exhaling, bend your knee, open your hip. Draw that ankle towards your glutes and breathe here, opening that hip up. Turning thigh bone down, take a breath in, one-legged dog. Exhaling, pull the knee into your heart. Step lightly forward. Lower your back knee, breathe in, fingertips to sky, low lunge. Exhaling, clasp hands behind the back. Draw knuckles down, heart opens, breathe here. Exhale, fingertips down. Curl your back toes under and then lift that right leg up and forward. Uttanasana, fold it in. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, empty, let it go. Breathe in, fingertips to sky. Exhaling, clasp opposite elbows. Stretch up and let's side bend to our right. Inhale through center. You can switch the grip. Exhaling, side bend to the left. Inhale through center, stretch tall. Exhale, fold forward, soften those hips. Breathe in, lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to plank pose. Come forward to your toes and slowly lower all the way to the earth. Keep your hands where they are. Squeeze elbows in. Inhale, cobra, lift your heart. Draw shoulders back. Take a breath here. Exhale, lower. Curl toes under. Lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in down dog. Press the ground away. Rise to your toes. Gaze in between the thumbs. Exhaling, step or float to the top of the mat. Nice and graceful. Inhale, lift halfway. Find length. Exhale, empty. Let it go. Let the heaviness go. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Stretch tall. Exhaling, grab opposite elbows. Stretch up and side bend to your right. Inhale through center. Switch the grip. Exhaling, side bend to the left. Inhale through center. Find length. Exhale, fold forward. Let it go. Inhale, lift halfway. Lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to plank pose. A nice strong plank here, and you're going to rock yourself all the way forward. Slow lower all the way to the earth, like molasses. Squeeze those elbows into your sides. Inhale, cobra. Chest lifts up. Press the ground away. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Curl toes under. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in down dog. Press the ground away. Rise to your toes, gaze forward. Exhaling, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, empty, fold it in, release. Breathe in, fingertips to sky. This time exhaling, let's grab left forearm with right hand. Stretch up and side bend to your right. Inhale through center. Let's flip the grip. Exhaling, side bend to the left. Inhale through center, root down, gaze lifts. Exhale, fold forward, release. Breathe in, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to plank pose. This time we're going to drag our hearts forward. Squeeze your elbows and lower halfway down for Chaturanga. Inhale, pull your chest forward and through to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a strong breath in. Rise to your toes, gaze forward. Exhaling, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, empty, fold it in. We got one more just like that. Breathe in, fingertips reach, stretch tall. Exhaling, clasp left wrist with right hand. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale back through center, switch your grip. Exhaling, side bend left. Inhale through center, find length. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Breathe in, lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back, plank pose. Drag that chest forward, squeeze your elbows lower, halfway down. Inhale, pull heart forward and through, up dog. Exhale, use your core, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Rise to your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat, or handstand if you got it today. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, we're going to take feet together. Bend your knees, sit back. Utkatasana, fingertips reach. Hollow your armpits out, spiral those pinkies in, so palms are going to face the sky. Sit deeper into your chair and wrap that tailbone under, breathe in. Exhale it out. And slowly lower your butt all the way down to the bottom or to your mat. And then we're going to come into a high boat. Breathe here, feet are lifted. Squeeze your core and slowly lower all the way to low boat. Inhale, arms overhead. So you're hovering shoulders, hovering feet. Breathe here. Exhale, draw knees to upper arms. Palms face the sky. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale, draw it in. Warming up that core. Inhale. Exhale, draw it in. Breathe here. This time, let's cross our ankles. Rock your way forward all the way to plank pose. Take a strong breath in plank. Come forward to your toes and lower halfway down. Inhaling, pull heart forward and through, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it out. Inhale, left leg sweeps for the sky. Exhaling, bend your knee, open the hip. This time, if you have the space, start to drop that left foot behind you, tapping the toes behind your right leg. Press into the outer edge of your right foot, and then open your heart up towards the sky for a wild thing. Maybe a heart to the chest to just remind yourself to open up a little bit more. Breathe here. Press into that right palm. And slowly turn it back through center. Inhale, one-legged dog. Stretch the left foot back, spread those toes. Exhaling, step nice and wide on your mat. Pivot your back heel flat. Breathe in, Virabhadrasana. One, fingertips reach. Take a strong breath here, digging into that front knee. Exhaling, clasp hands behind the back. Draw knuckles down, open your heart up. Take a breath in. Exhale, straighten your front leg, pull the hip back, and fold halfway forward. Deep inhale, stretch your chest forward, reaching those knuckles back. Exhaling, soft bend to the front knee. Squeeze your inner thighs to drag your back foot forward and up for warrior three. Take a breath here. And exhale, release the bind. You can send your arms forward for full warrior three. Exhaling, let's start to turn our pelvis to our right side. Left fingertips come towards the earth. Dig your right heel back, spread the toes, breathe here. Inhale, right fingertips to sky for half moon. Take a breath in. On your exhale, if you have the space, bend that right knee and reach back with your right hand, maybe coming in for a bind. You have two options here. You can pull the knee in for a quad stretch or kick into your hand for a little more heart opening. Take a few breaths. Exhale, release. Slowly turn the chest down. Standing splits, heel to sky lengthens. You can stay here or hop that left foot back. Come to the ball of the foot. Press your palms down into the earth, shoulder distance apart, and rotate those inner elbows forward. Take a strong breath here, squeeze your belly, and then maybe just take a few tiny hops for a little handstand action, right? As you hop, I want you to drive your knee into your chest and keep that right leg nice and active, okay? Pressing your palms down. And then when you're ready, step back, plank pose. Wash it away, come forward, lower halfway. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, let it out. Inhale, right leg sweeps back. Exhaling, bend the knee, open the hip. Looking under that right arm, start to take the toes down if you're going for full wild thing, tapping them behind you. And inhale, chest lifts up. Open your heart up towards the sky. Breathe here. Exhaling, slow turn it down. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Breathe in. Exhale, pull knee in. Step wide on your mat. Pivot your back heel flat. Breathe in. Virabhadrasana 1. Fingertips forward and up. Take a breath. Exhaling, clasp hands behind the back. Draw knuckles down. Heart opens. Breathe here. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Pull the hip back and fold halfway forward. Take a breath here, energetically pulling that right hip back. Exhale, soften the front knee. Squeeze your inner thighs to drag your back foot forward and up to warrior 3. Take a breath in. And inhale, sweep the arms overhead, full warrior 3. Breathe here. Exhaling, right fingertips come towards the earth. Slowly turning that pelvis open to your left. Dig your heel back, spread the toes towards your face, and inhale, left fingertips to sky for half moon. Exhaling, taking a bend to that left knee, reaching back with your left hand for a bind. You want the inside of the foot, okay? Take a breath here. Don't fall over like me. And again, you can pull it in or press into your palm, getting a nice back bend here. Deep inhale, opening the heart up. Exhaling, slow release. Kick the heel back, turning the chest forward and down to standing splits, heel to sky. Again, you can stay here in this nice standing splits, or if you want, hop that right foot back. Fingertips are spread wide. Press the palms down. Turn inner elbows forward and then gaze between your thumbs. Exhaling, take a hop up. Keep both legs active and drive your knee in towards your chest. Breathe here. Exhale, hop up. Drive the knee in. Find some hang time if you're into it today. Pressing the ground away. Keep a few breaths. And then we're going to come all the way back to downward facing dog. Take that vinyasa if you need it. Finding your down dog. Breathe in. Let it out. Drawing in all of that nourishing breath. We're going to ripple forward to a plank position. Taking a strong breath here, I want you to lower to your forearms, forearm plank. Take a breath in, squeeze your belly, and then wrap that tailbone underneath you. Dig your heels back and then press into your forearms, puffing your shoulder blades up, protracting them like there's a balloon in them. Okay, so you're going to breathe here. Squeeze your belly and exhale, slowly lower hips, ribs to the earth. Inhale, chest up for Sphinx pose. In your Sphinx, keep it active. Press your forearms down and pull your chest forward, okay? Breathe here. Exhaling, curl toes under. Slowly curl chin under, rolling yourself back up to a forearm plank. Strong breath in. And exhale, slowly lower to the earth. We got 3 more of those, okay? Nice and slow. Breathe here. Exhale, curl toes under. Slowly roll yourself up to forearm plank. We're warming up our core today, waking our bodies up. And then exhale all the way down. Inhale, strong breath in. Exhale, curl toes under. Slowly roll it up. Last 2. Squeeze your belly here. Breathe in. Exhale, lower it down. I might have done one extra. That's okay. Let's do our last one. Breathe in. Exhale, curl toes under. Roll yourself up to forearm plank. Take a strong breath in. Exhaling, drop your knees down. And we're going to come sitting back all the way to our heels. Okay? I want you to grab your block if you have it. If you don't have it, for these exercises, you're going to bring your hands together if it's too hard on your shoulder blades, okay? I want you to take your block, put it at the top of your mat, and then just press your palms into the sides of the block. And then just kind of get your forearms nice and active here. So you're going to draw your elbows in and then press them out so that you have a strong base here. So if you don't have the block, your hands are together or palms facing down, your choice. And then we're going to bring ourselves back up to that forearm plank. Squeeze your belly here, press those forearms down, protract the shoulders, breathe in. Exhaling, let's walk our feet towards our elbows, okay? Soften the knees, press your forearms down, and then drop your neck for a moment. I want you to feel your shoulders. Where is the tension? Where does it feel super tense today, okay? Take a few breaths, and then crawl your toes in a little more. Gaze forward. Press into those forearms. Let's reach our right leg back. So sending that right heel to sky, spread the toes, lengthen that whole right side of your body. Exhale, bring it down. Let's do second side. Breathe in, left leg up. Exhale, bring it down. Let's do one more round. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, bring it down. Breathe here. Inhale, left. Exhale, bring it down and crawl yourself back to forearm plank. Breathe here. Exhale, drop the knees. Release yourself. Get rid of the block. Bringing your hands to center. Curl toes under. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a strong breath in. Let it out. Exhale. Inhale, rise to your tippy toes. Gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, empty, fold it in, release. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, root down. Exhale, pull hands through heart, ground at your center here. Feet together, inhale, fingertips reach, bend your knees, sit back, Utkatasana. Wrap that tailbone under, take a strong breath in. Exhaling, this time we're going to pick our heels up, sweep our arms along our sides, and then start to straighten the legs as you dive your nose towards the ground. Sending hip creases to the sky, keep diving your nose down, down, down. Fingertips reach for the sky as you dive down. And when you can't dive any further, come to a tiny squat. Split your knees, split them nice and wide. Fingertips are in front of you, okay? Hands are shoulder distance. You're going to squeeze your upper arms with your knees with fingertips spread wide. And you can stay here, okay? This might be your first stopping point. If you would like to go a little further, keep squeezing, lean forward. Squeeze those upper arms, pick one foot up, maybe two for Bakasana or crow pose. Take 2 strong breaths, press your palms down. Exhale, step or float to the back of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, let it out. Inhale, left leg reaches back. No time to waste today. Exhaling, bend the knee, open the hip. We're still exploring here, adventuring that open hip. And slowly, if you have the space, we've already been here, tap those toes down, open heart up towards the sky. If you want to go a little further this time, press that palm down, keep opening, try to get a nice big back bend out of it. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly turn down. Inhale, left leg to sky, stretch those toes back. Exhaling, step lightly forward. Dig into the ball of your back foot. Breathe in, high lunge, fingertips reach. You're going to dig into that front foot and back foot. Breathe here. Exhaling, bring right elbow on top of left. Wind the arms around for eagle arms. Separate those shoulders. Breathe here. Press those elbows together, reach them forward. Exhaling, straighten your front leg. Pull the hip back, fold halfway forward. Take a strong breath in. Exhale, bend the front knee, squeeze your inner thighs, and drag your back foot forward and up to warrior three. Deep inhale here. Exhaling, unwind. Standing splits, heel to sky lengthens. Now here's the fun part here. We're gonna step our left foot back, plant your palms onto the earth, inhale your left foot up, and without thinking about it, drop your forearms to the earth, okay? So we're in a one-legged dolphin. Again, you can take your hands together if that feels better for you today. Let's hop right leg forward, breathe here, lift that left leg up, and if you would like to go a little further today, let's take a tiny hop up. Trying to find some hang time with it. You're gonna gaze forward, take a few hops, see if you can find a little hang time today. Take a breath in wherever you're at, and exhale, let it go. Step back to plank pose, come forward to your toes, finding that vinyasa lower halfway. Familiarity. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, let it out. Just a little reminder that those poses that may be a little too hard yet or not in your practice are just ways of exploring. We're working out the kinks, we're seeing what our body is capable of, and maybe it might not be capable of now, but will be later on, right? So we always can have a goal, something to work for, something that we want to happen. So let's take a breath in, sweep that right leg back. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, and you can tap those toes down behind you. Inhale, wild thing, open your chest. Maybe going a little deeper this time, press that left palm down, get a nice back bend. Exhaling, turn the chest down. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, pull knee in, step lightly forward. Dig into the ball of your back foot. Breathe in, high lunge, fingertips reach. Exhaling, left elbow on top of right. Wind the arms around for eagle arms. I'm not sure if I'm blocking my microphone here, but draw those elbows forward. Open the shoulders up, breathe in. Exhale, straighten your front leg, fold halfway forward. Pull that hip back. Take a breath here. Exhale, bend the front knee. Squeeze inner thighs to drag your back foot forward and up nice and gracefully, warrior three. Take an inhale. Exhale, unwind. Tap those fingertips down. Inhale, standing splits, heel to sky lengthens. Here's your fun part. Step left foot back. Plant your palms. Inhale, right leg up and drop the forearms. Nice and swift. Okay, let's hop left foot forward. You can stay here, just pressing those forearms down, getting a little reach here. Or if you want to go further, let's take a few tiny hops. Okay, maybe finding some hang time. Pressing your forearms down, down, down. Opening your shoulders up. And take it back. Bring yourself back to a plank. Finding your vinyasa. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it out. Inhale, rise to your toes, gaze forward. Exhaling, step or float all the way to your butts. And come all the way down to your back. Whew. Settling in here. Nice fast flow today. Let's plant our feet on the earth. Just relax your shoulders along your sides, getting yourself to ground once again. Feeling your breath, feeling that calmness, that stillness, that peace that you came into practice with today. Take a strong breath in. And on your exhale, just draw your lower spine towards the earth. All right, press your spine down like you're trying to flatten it against your mat. Let's take one more inhale and complete that action once again. Flatten your spine towards the earth. Dig into your heels and lift hips and ribs up. Take a breath here and maybe walk those shoulder blades under for a little lift. If you can, clasp your hands. digging into your heels, squeeze your inner thighs, keep lifting those hips up. Take a few inhales. And exhaling, slowly lower to the earth. Sway the knees from side to side. Take a moment here. I'm going to cue full Urdhva Dhanyarasana. If that's not in your practice yet, please just take bridge again. It also feels good and is a great back bend. Or back bend of your choice today, right? I can't see you at home. If you would like to do something different, please feel free. Take a strong breath in. On your exhale, flatten that spine towards the earth. And slowly start to lift hips and ribs up. If you're going for full bridge, tuck those shoulders under. If you're going to full Urdhva, place your hands beside your head, elbows facing the ceiling, fingertips facing your feet. You're going to press down, lift yourself up. If you're in that full Urdhva, I want you to separate your shoulders and open your chest up, so pressing your chest towards the back of your mat. If you feel extra tight, lift your heels up, come to your toes. Might be cheating, but that's okay. Take a few breaths, open it up. And exhaling, drop your head, shoulders to the earth, all the way to your butt. Sway knees from side to side. Breathe here. Just pull your knees into your chest. Take a moment. Nice little fetal position. And let's slowly rock ourselves up all the way to a seat. All right, take your feet out in front of you. We're going to do a few last stretches here today. Draw your left knee in. Place the foot outside your right thigh. Okay? This might be where you stay today with that right leg extended. If you have a little extra space in your body, bend your right knee, take your heel outside your left glute. So you want to be sitting into the sit bones. If you can't do that, then extend that leg back out. Take a breath here. Arms reach overhead. And exhaling, let's bring ourselves off to our left side for a little twist. You can take your right arm outside the knee or hug the leg, your choice today. Prop your left fingertips behind you and lift your head up. Maybe a gaze off that left shoulder. Take a few breaths, finding a nice deep twist here. A couple more breaths. And slowly coming back through center. We only have a few more stretches here. Feet extend out. Slowly draw right leg in. Stamp that foot outside your left thigh. My apologies. Again, if you have that space, bend your left knee. Take heel outside of glute. And gaze forward, sitting into those sit bones. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, let's twist to our right. Keep that spine nice and tall. Prop your right fingertips behind you, and then get a nice stretch in that right outer thigh. Maybe a gaze off the right shoulder, whatever feels good for you. And slowly pull it back through center. Take your feet out, wiggle the toes, make sure they're still there. Let's draw our feet in. I want you to take your feet together, split the knees nice and wide, and then just scoop your flesh out from underneath your sit bones. Now, normally we would draw the feet in. For a lot of people, this is something that's natural to do. But today I want you to try and resist that urge and just take your feet out forward. Take a breath in, lift your chest. On your exhale, grab a hold of those front toes and just fold lightly forward. You can bow the elbows out and pull a little bit, but be careful not to yank yourself, okay? We don't want to overstretch or hurt anything today. And when you've gone as far as you can forward, drop your neck. Try to relax your shoulders away from your ears, taking a few breaths. couple more breaths here. And slowly bring your chest back up. We got a couple more stretches today. Bring your feet forward. Scoop that flesh out from underneath your sit bones. And lift your spine up tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold over your hip creases forward. Again, you can grab a hold of the feet if that's in your range of motion. Slowly lifting the chest back up. Let's come all the way down into our backs. Whew, we've made it. Taking a moment here. For our last exercise, just pull your feet in. Place your hands inside the feet. Our last stretch, I should say. Dig your heels up towards the sky for a little happy baby. Opening the hips. Draw your tailbone towards the floor. And if you have a little extra space in your body, extend your heels out, lengthening those legs, and just opening your inner thighs. You can rock. Take a couple more breaths. Exhaling, slowly release, 1 foot at a time. Extending your feet forward for the front of the mat. Relax your arms at your sides. Take one last breath in. Side out, exhale. Relax your feet, your legs, your chest, your face. And enjoy just a minute of Shavasana. Slowly start to bring some life to your hands, to your feet. Deepening your breath once again. Pull the knees into your chest. Give them a nice warm hug. Thank your body. Thank the space that you created for yourself today. Just roll off to whichever side, your favorite. For a moment, using your arm as a pillow, relaxing. And pressing yourself up, coming to meet me in a seat. Crossing the legs. Bringing your hands to your heart. And for a moment, just finding that softness, that space that you came into this practice with today. Just reminding yourself that if you ever need a moment of time to recollect, to find yourself again, to create space in your mind, you have your practice right here for you. To reset and regain that consciousness so that you can use to go about your life in a more collective manner, right? Take one last breath in. Sigh it out, exhale. Thank you for sharing this practice with me, for coming to this space today. Just a reminder, I do have a PayPal here if you would like to tip for my tip jar. Other than that, thank you so much for coming here. I can't wait to see you on the next video. Namaste.